Alright, so hey guys, in this video I wanna kind of show you guys how I did the speed run and how everything worked. Um oh yeah, so before how did I zoom in? Alright, I'll just leave it like this. So keep in mind this is just like the start. So this whole thing that I'm doing right now, it's only gonna take up about like 5 to 10 minutes of the whole hour-long video. I have like an hour-long video that I made, which showcases everything. I'm gonna render this with that together, so this part is gonna be in front of it. This is just going over my the HD video that I made and uploaded on YouTube earlier today. So yeah, a lot of people don't understand the speed run. So yeah, let me show you the 2.2 minute 13-second run. Oh god, I am so laggy. Wait, hold on. I'm gonna use a different app. Moviest. And there's no sound. And why is this going so slow? Alright, maybe it's okay if it goes slow. I think it's because of the fact that I'm screen recording and doing this at the same time, and it's like loading really slow. Okay, so if I don't use any apps, this works. So this is just going in a straight line. I'm going in a straight line. I actually spawning looking a little bit to the left. The replay, so everything made with shaders and the fact that it's running at 60 FPS is because I rendered everything using what's it called? Using replay mod. So yeah, I actually have two sets of recording. When I was doing when I was recording screen recording, I was also the game was also loaded in replay mod. So everything was actually loaded like this. So yeah, I start off basically looking that way actually. So looking straight up that way, I had to turn right a little bit. And at first, like even though it's more of a direct path, because I'm not sure if you guys can see, but like there was this part blocking it. So I was actually like every time since I was so laggy, especially when I screen recorded, I had to like jump. I thought the shortest path would be like to jump over it, and this will go in a straight path directly over there to get the gravel and the sand. But I shortly realized that it just it always goes wrong. You guys will see in the recording how many times like I had to like basically restart and I actually have to go around like this. It's just more faster because of the way my computer handles everything. And also you only save like half a second going there, so I might as well just take the longer route. At least it's flat and I don't get slowed down. Uh, I think I know some people do strafe jumping and stuff. I was lazy and I thought, you know what, how much time you can save, not worth it. So another thing I want to point out is that in the video, it seems like see how fast the villagers come out. It seems like I sped up the video, but I actually didn't. It's just the way that the freaking ticks work at the start of the game on my computer for some reason. You guys will be able to see in the replays that in the actual screen recording that the villager comes out really fast. And this is not due to me speeding up anything. As you can see, the speed I'm running, it's normal speed. It's just the fact that the villagers, for some reason, were like they were just like running out like at such a fast speed that looks sped up. But as you can see, I'm running at normal speed. So yeah, normally I would start mining this one. The chances of getting a flint is 10% from gravel, and usually I will start from this one. But in this one particular, I decided to start with this one, and then go for this one as the second one instead of starting from the block before, because I realized if I do get a flint on the first try, I would be slowed down because I have to jump over this one block and to grab the sand. So I started with this one. If it doesn't work, I'll jump down, start mining the second one. I'll still grab it and I'll be able to mine the sand without being slowed down and having to jump over a block. And usually I don't care if it takes the second block for me to get the splint, I mean the flint, not the splint. But yeah, usually it takes, usually like I take, like I try twice before I restart the whole seed, just because of the fact that like it takes 10 tries. It takes about 10 tries to get one working. I thought, it's not just worth it to, because a lot of time could be lost anywhere else. Like, not particularly in the start that it matters that much, although it is good to be faster overall. So, I get it on my first try. As you can see, I was already starting to, like, mine around for the second one. But, like, I already got it first try, so I immediately stopped. And yeah, and that's a mistake. I should have finished mining the sand and then went down and grabbed everything. But I was panicking. I was like, "Oh my god, I got the flint first try." And that ended up like misaligning my cursor, and I had to like restart. Yeah, I had to redo the sand, and time was wasted here because I also had to sprint again. See how I messed up? Yeah. So the next step is to specifically go in here because you want to get a piece of, you want to get this piece of wood, so that you can later use it on the furnace. But for now, there are important stuff in that chest that we need. It's 4 pieces of obsidian, iron sword, and a piece of iron that's needed to make the flint and steel from the flint that we got. So this is all done really fast. I was shift clicking them. Luckily, you could just shift click them in here, and it's really, really fast. So turn around, get the furnace. At that head, I was already, every time I have a GUI open and do stuff like this, where you could just basically, how do I say, what do you call it when you're basically not particularly thinking? Yeah, when I'm just auto, whatever, autopilot mode, opening up the GUI and do stuff like that. I'm already thinking the next step. The next step is to turn 180 and start getting the wood and duping obsidian. So while that's happening, I turn around and start mining this. Now, one thing that I should have done. So, one thing that I do want to point out is that a lot of people, so the speed run, it could be done in many different ways, okay? Some people, before they start doing the furnace, they actually start duping the wood instead of, and that saves them from having to mine up this wood right here. But the problem is, in my opinion, it's faster to actually mine up the wood instead of duping that wood like 4 times, um, or like 8 times. Yeah, 4 times because you need 8 wood, and then because you need 4 for the crafting table and wood to 1 wood to furnace the sand for the glass. The glass is needed for the what is it called? End crystal. Okay. So, in my opinion, it's just faster to mine it, other than like duping it, because you also gotta like, even though it doesn't take that, it doesn't add too much time to just throw it out of your inventory, re-grab it and stuff. But in my opinion, like the fact that like it has to get out of your inventory, you have to take it out and it comes back and wait for it to come back and keep track of everything. It's much easier to just straight up mine this wood. Um, Now, and oh yeah, also the fact that like you first have to dupe it before you're able to put that one piece of wood inside of the furnace. And the fact that you have to wait, like what if I do everything so quickly I come back and the furnace is not done smelting yet? Which is unlikely, but like there's a chance I could, like a run could be pushed that fast. And it's just much more efficient to mine this wood instead of duping the wood plank. The fact that you get 4 wood planks, you can just make a crafting table immediately. Later on when we need it, it's good. So yeah, immediately drop that, and I log out of Minecraft, to do the dupe glitch. Okay, so one thing I do want to point out with this part is the fact that to do the dupe glitch, you actually have to log out of Minecraft when something's dropped, pick it up, and then immediately force quit. Basically, your player data and the world data is saved differently, and what happens is the player data would think that you have the items in your inventory, but the world also, since it saves like different chunks of times, technically the world doesn't think that the items went into your inventory. So, and the items get duped. You have the items in the inventory, and it's also in the on the ground. So the problem, keep in mind, everything was done in replay mod. So there's actually a few lost footages when I force quit on Minecraft. A lot of the replay recordings actually didn't save properly. When I load it, it will either give me an error message or a black loading screen. So keep in mind, this part would look a little bit awkward, to say the least. Nevertheless, we do have the full recording, but keep in mind, I did have to... technically, stuff did go into my inventory like twice. It just didn't show in this video because I don't have this footage anymore, because replay recordings are all corrupt if you force quit. So yeah, stuff went in my inventory. Technically went in my inventory twice, but the part that I force quit, it doesn't show. Just keep in mind it's before this. That's why I'm not saying that 2 minute 13 is the official run. I usually tell people it's 2:15 because some time is not recorded here. But honestly, it doesn't make that much of a difference. As far as I see, out of all the YouTube videos, everything where it took one try, everything was done in one run without save states and whatever, 2 minute 13, 2 minute 15, it's still world record pace. Like, I haven't seen anyone beat this yet, and that's why I'm saying it's world record. But anyways, just keep in mind, it's going back in my inventory. It's technically coming back in my inventory again, but like I didn't know how to save it properly. You had to wait a little bit, and I forgot, like, when you press the escape key, it technically doesn't count towards the timer. This is a timer I made, but a lot of people use the official, like, the world timer, that mod that someone made. I never bothered using it because, like, I don't think you guys will see in the recording how bad my computer actually handles everything. I just never bother using it. I know it's gonna cause me troubles, but yeah, you guys just gonna have to see for yourself. So it went into my inventory right here. Okay. Okay, so okay. So yeah, duped it several times. So the 4 obsidian, it got duped 1, 2. So it's total of 3 dupes. Okay. The wood got duped once because it's already in the ground, and I just did I mean, it doesn't waste any time, and like, even though it doesn't matter whether or not I dupe the wood or not, but like, you know, it just did it with it because it's already on the ground when I mine it, so might as well, it doesn't waste any time. You know, having 2 wood doesn't benefit you in the run, but like, you know, why not, you know? And I basically duped up obsidian 3 times. You need 20 obsidian at least to make 2 nether portals, which is needed in the speed run. But as you guys can see in the video, I did mess up, and I ended up using quite a lot of obsidian, you know. So this part, I've actually, so I realized I've actually done this run many times, okay, the speed run. I did it like 100 times a day for like a whole week, okay, to get this run. And by then, I've already learned everything. So keep in mind, it takes 2 tries for me to get the flint, I would have a gravel in my inventory. On my way walking here, okay, so I would have already dropped the gravel, okay? And the gravel will be right here, the flint will be right here. And I will have to memorize to... So when it comes around to crafting everything, actually, yeah, I would have memorized the flint was in the 2nd slot instead of the 1st slot. So essentially what I was doing was, in order to make, because I did this run many times, and a lot of time is lost here and here. Okay, and also a lot of time is lost here, grabbing everything. I play on a trackpad because I've been playing on a Mac on trackpad since like 8 years ago, and like I'm just used to it. But no matter how used to it, you're still gonna be slow. That's why this part is so slow. Like look compared to other speedrun people. Like no matter how efficient you are and how trained you are at trackpad, it's still a slow thing. But just what I'm very used to. With mouse, I'm like super shaky, and I feel like it's super sensitive. So yeah, moving on. Um, So essentially, when I was doing this part, I already had my finger on the shift key, and actually, no. Sorry, that was a different. No. Not the shift key. That's a earlier part. No, I memorized that it's in the 1 and 8, and I pressed E and I literally pressed 1 8 to do this part as fast as possible. And now I'm on the shift key and I grab everything, and then that I just grab it, shift click, and you guys have no idea how frustrated I am with the portal. Like when I'm not stressed, like I could literally do the portal in like 2 seconds. I would literally just like I start here and I was spinning around because it's really easy when it's lined up against the wall. Like this would be a block here, but I start here 1 2, and then like it's before the glass, so it's around and then you go down the door. Right here you have to shift because it's the door. But like I would just do this, start shifting, do that. I could do it in like 2 seconds. But because of how nervous I was in the run, yeah, it was really slow. I was super nervous. Yeah. And I got slowed down a little bit. I got cucked by this block right here. Honestly, at this point, I was contemplating on restarting the run. But for most of the people who, like, actually does the speed run, most of the time it's actually wasted in the nether. Because of how annoying it is to get the ghast and killing the blaze. So I realized, you know what? I probably only lost like 1 or 2 seconds here building the portal. The run is still salvageable if I go to the nether and have like a really, really good luck and have a really good run. So essentially I didn't, I already spent weeks doing this, like studying this. I don't want to restart the run. So this is called the ROM warp glitch. Essentially, you see how there's no portal here? If you log out of Minecraft, okay, you know how when everything loads, if you're in the overworld, you just see the sky, everything's blue, and then nether, everything's like red. And essentially, if you log out when everything was still red, because none of the chunks are loading, you save and quit. And then when you come back, it actually, the game actually puts you at the coordinates that you were in the overworld. Keep in mind, in nether, everything is multiplied by 8. But if you go to the nether, it doesn't multiply by anything if you do this ROM warp glitch. And, yeah, everything's preserved. The coordinates for your height, X and Z. So Y, X, Z chords, or Z, Y, X. X, Y, Z. Yes. Okay. So, you actually spawn in the air. So there's one part in the recording that's corrupt because of how fast it's spawning. Keep in mind, replay mod doesn't start recording immediately. It takes a while to actually load everything, and it just records me as if I'm teleporting in the beginning. But yes, I do start off in the air. When I enter the nether portal, if you're looking out while entering, you start off looking right. So I'm not sure. Yep, it catches it. So I'm in the air. I'm actually looking right, and luckily, the coordinates that it spawns me in, I don't take any fall damage. Actually, I don't even think you take fall damage if you like start off. Yeah, I don't think if you start off loading a new run, I don't even think you take fall damage. So no matter how high it is, but it spawns me on this nether fortress, which is really, really nice. I love the seed. So one thing I want you guys to know is that, like, I don't immediately start jumping when I do the sprint, just because the fence up here is actually messing me up really, really, really bad. And it's been a problem, I keep forgetting. So, because, like, it's technically, like, it's over a block high. And technically, when I run and jump, if I hit it, then it slows me down. It stops my sprint. And it's honestly super, super annoying. So I learned to just, right when I spawn, I just jump in between the fences. So I jumped here right before I got in, waited, and then jumped, waited, and then jumped. and now I held jump. So the background right here is flashing. This is what happens when you have like a really low render distance. I was rendering at like 8 chunks, I believe, and you know how Nether is like very overwhelming for the computer, especially for the Mac that I'm using. And even though this is done in replay mode, one, the shaders, it sucks at rendering sky. It just flashes when it's rendering. It's the same. I rendered the whole run with like one shader, and that's why you'll have some ugly parts. But like even without shaders, it's still gonna be like flash. It will not be flashing, but it will be rendering. And just keep in mind, it doesn't really matter that much. Okay, so this is this is how I actually like got world record. I was super lucky in this run. Um, Particularly the gas and the blaze was in their optimal position. Normally, when you see a 2-assisted speed run or a normal speed run, people do, you know, they will restart until they get this formation. The blaze could either be here or the gas could be here, be anywhere, you know. And I'll tell you, this is actually not. This is even though this is the most optimal to go for. This is actually like really how to say this formation that you get with the gas and the blaze is actually really hard to get. Because, like I said, everything spawns pretty random, you know. Blaze could spawn here, which it done a lot of times. There are times where Blaze just spawns in front of me right here and they start attacking. There are times where gas spawns like behind me and start chasing me. And a lot of times I even got gas that spawns on the left side, you know. And it works, I mean, if the gas follows me. But like this is a hill area and there's lava right here, down here, and it's not really easy to get. So, and since this is more like a flat area, you know, where everything is pretty, how do I say, open. So this is the most optimal way. And you guys have no idea how frustrated this nether part is. It takes so long to get. And keep in mind, it's very frustrating when you look at the drop chance of these mobs. So yeah. Okay. There are some people, so right after you go out here, you actually have the option to turn right and go in here and go straight here. So I've seen people who do this run where instead of going straight, they turn right and they just start off attacking the blaze and then immediately find the gas instead of going for the gas first and then come back and going back to build the portal. In terms of saving time, it is more efficient. And keep in mind, for a majority of my runs, I was actually turning right and then going for the blaze first. But the thing you guys have to understand is that blaze and that gas both throws fireballs. And when you're fighting them at the same time, you have no idea how many times these two mobs killed me. I don't have any armor. And honestly, if the gas throws something at me and the blaze throws something at me, if they both hit me, I normally die. If one of them hit me, I usually get burned till I'm at like 1 heart, and the run is like not optimal because I don't have food, and I was trying to save time by not eating food compared to the ways that other people did the run, you know. So this is I kind of locked myself in a situation where I need to take as little damage as possible, and honestly, like the only way to do that at this point is to avoid getting hit. And even when I'm running off to the side, on the left side and not going that way, in this run, it missed me. But a lot of times, even when I'm running straight, I mean, it's not off to a really bad angle. Like, the blaze actually still hits me, which is super frustrating. My sprint often gets stopped. And honestly, like, it just burns me. So, there's many different situations with the gas. This is the best situation. Normally, it starts off throwing a fireball. I normally do not hit the first fireball. It's always going to miss because I'm running at an angle. So it's obviously going to miss. I'm not going to start hitting it until I'm at an optimal angle where I'm facing it, you know. Of course, a 2-assisted speedrun would often, you know, would be able to pull it off. But I'm not going to start, you know, suddenly jumping, changing angle, and hitting the first one back. The second one, I'm super lucky. You always get lucky when the gas throws a fireball at you when it's low or not flying up. This is why I love this space so much. The gas is right here. It's not going to fly up because it's right under this platform. I was able to hit it back immediately. So let me show you how hard the nether part is, okay? Like, let's say the gas spawns right here, okay? A lot of times, a gas has a tendency to avoid players. So a lot of times it tends to literally fly away. Like it will fly away and then like above this platform, it goes up another platform and it's super frustrating. And I'll have to restart the run just because of that. Sometimes the gas, while you just aren't lucky, you can't hit the fireball misses the gas every time you bounce it back. And the gas will just be floating away from you. It's literally random. I'm pretty sure it's not random. Like there are ways to like mess with the gas, but like when I was doing it, like I don't have any other ways. Like I can't figure out how to deal with it, and like I literally have to restart the game until I get an optimal run. And there are times where and there are things that I've actually done to bait the gas. So I realized since it likes running away from me when I'm looking at it, sometimes right here, you see how I turn right here? I'll mean to turn right, and instead of like directly run towards it, I will actually run this way. I will run this way while look at the gas. And like I said, since the gas likes to look at you and float away from you, it would actually be floating until it traps itself in a corner right here. When it does that, it's super low to the ground. I don't even need to hit the fireball or take damage. I could just run towards him while it shoots a fireball at me, avoid it, and start hitting with the sword. It only takes 2 hits with the sword to kill it. And I've been doing that. And honestly, for me in the run, I could do either way. I could either hit it with my sword, or I could use the fireball. And there are times where I even killed it with 1 hit. I hit it while it threw a fireball at me when it was up close, like right here on the left side. And what happened was my first hit, plus the fireball hit him. Like, of course, it only takes 1 fireball, but the fact that I basically hit it twice in 1 swing, that literally destroyed it. Also, another thing with the fireball that's super annoying, if you missed one but you don't take damage, the fireball lights the whole like area around you on fire, and you get burned. And that's all, you take damage, and it's never optimal to take damage in this run. So one thing you have to keep in mind is that you guys have no idea how many times I killed the gas on top of the fire, and everything literally burns. And it's super frustrating for me when the items disappear and I have to redo the whole run. And keep in mind, it's already super hard to get the gas tier. It's a 30% chance. You have to kill more than 3 ghast, like 4 ghast, just to get 1 gas tier. That's how, and the same thing for blaze. I'm not sure what's the chance of getting blaze rods, but you guys have no idea. Like there are runs where, like the ghast actually runs towards me, and I kill the ghast much earlier than this. I immediately go for the blaze, and the blaze never drops anything, and it's super frustrating, to say the least. Can I zoom in? Oh yes, I could. Okay, sorry about that, guys. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, nothing else. So yeah, I was lucky. Got it. Okay, so another part. In the earlier part of the replay mod, since replay mod doesn't really come with GUI and this part, what is it called, the hotbar thing, I actually overlaid the screen recording on top of here. That's why you see the mouse is cutting off. So that's another thing that you guys can tell that the replay is not sped up. It's the fact that I overlaid it and everything aligns perfectly. See? So same thing for here. I cropped and overlaid the hotbar because you guys need to see the items actually go in my inventory. I could just lie and pretend things were in my inventory, but I don't want to do that. So I just overlaid this part and aligned and showed you guys everything that's in. Oh god. Okay, this is not a good idea. blocking this part. So yeah, you guys can see, got some fresh EXP, got some glow gunpowder that I don't need, but most importantly, I got this. I messed up so many times. I'm so used to playing on 1.8 servers and doing 1.8 PvP that like there are many times I have to restart my run because I messed up how to. I forgot that you literally have to swing slowly, like once per second, and it sucks. Trust me, when you mess stuff like this up for being stupid, it really sucks. Um, a lot of times the blaze would also like throw fireballs at me and light me on fire. I actually do prefer that, especially for 1.9 PP. Um, as long as I'm not next to the blaze, like if it hit me once with the fireball, whatever, like I take a decent amount of damage, but like it also slows me down to the point where I stop sprinting. Because there are times where I sprint and I will hit it once and it knocks back, and I'll still be sprinting and I accidentally go past the blaze. And that, believe it or not, time actually could get wasted there. And I don't mind getting hit by a blaze. In this run, I actually take no damage, which is super, super uncommon. But it's super optimal because later in the end, when I'm ender pearling, it's really optimal when I have to take damage from the pearls. I could use 3 pearls if I don't take any damage. But yeah, keep in mind that like at this point, like I run towards the blaze. I'm sprinting and jumping. I'm sprinting and jumping. When I hit it the first time, I immediately stop pressing the spacebar and only press the forward. There are people who will literally spam click W and jump, so that they would literally be like clicking W and then jump W. I've seen a lot of people do that. I just never bothered. I mean, I could do that, but I never bothered. It's the same thing. I just stopped pressing jump altogether, and I'm slowed down perfectly. I am frustrated that it takes 4 goddamn hits, to kill this blaze. Like, keep in mind, I was doing it properly. I was slowing down my hits and whatever. 3, 4. Finally, I swear, it probably takes like 10, 20%, maybe 15%, somewhere in between, to actually get the gas turret and the blaze rod. Like, that's not even counting how successful and how fast you are in this run. Like, it takes 10% even with them to appear to get all these items, I swear. Because like it takes 30% for the gas, and the blaze, like, it takes forever. I would say like if it's like a 50% chance to get the. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna search up right now. What is the blaze? I'm gonna go on my phone. Blaze rod drop chance. It's 35.7%. So it's only about 5.7% higher than the gas. So 35.7 times 40, it's literally a 14.28% chance, even with the blaze and the gas showing up, to actually receive the items. Not to mention, so many times this one got burned up in the fire on the netherrack, and a lot of times the blaze are actually not spawned on here. It's spawned right here. I kill it, the items drop into the lava. So it's a 14.28% just for the items to drop. Not counting how many times I have to restart the run for like a bunch of scenarios. But yeah, that shows how hard this run actually is. But yeah, I did this run in particular. I did it so efficiently. So one thing I want you guys to know is that I've actually practiced many times to build the portal for here. And I could do it, like I said in the beginning when I was building this portal. I can do it in I can not for the nether. It's much harder. Maybe not 2 seconds, like 5 seconds. I literally learned techniques to build a nether portal super fast. And because of how well this run went, when I got here to actually build the portal, I got so nervous again. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta do it correctly, and of course I don't do it correctly. So so luckily it's only so this part where the place where you actually have to build a portal. It's this little platform right here, and the part that you have to build it is the four. It's luckily the 4 block wide platform, which is super easy. You could just start clicking the first one, go across, and that's your portal. You just build up around it. So, and that's what I've been doing. But like, I missed the first. So I know this shader pack is very dark. So I apologize for it. I missed the first block. I was supposed to 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 1, 2, 3. I started clicking on the second block. See that? And now I have to go back, do the first one, and then, because normally I could just go 1, 2, 3, 4, jump on, and while I'm placing the fourth one, I would have jumped on it and start building up. Now I have to start with this side. And you could tell at this point I was already panicking. And then and then you have to go up by 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What the fuck did I? No, oh yeah, did I count the first one? No, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, and here's another part I messed up. I panicked and I kind of forgot how to build this portal efficiently. You're supposed to jump down and start building the other side, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then jump down 1, 2, and essentially you'll be inside of the portal, and all you have to do is right click with the flint and steel. I was panicking so much, I forgot, and I started doing the top first. I first fell down, and this is the only part I took damage, but luckily my hunger, regen my health. I still have full health hunger at this part, I have no idea how. But yeah, I took fall damage right here, which, it's only half a heart, it's only like a 3-4 block fall. I already messed up, one, and I'm like, oh crap. So I paused for a second, because I was contemplating my life decision. I did that, I'm like, oh crap. See how I've hesitated a bit right there? Because I was like, oh shit, I messed it up so bad. But I still kept on going. Because I'm like, I can't stop here. 1, 2, 3, 4. I could have just jumped down right here. And I don't know why I wasted time by placing one more. Because you don't need that to light up the portal. But on the bright side, when I do finally jump down from here, I'm right in front of the portal. I actually tried to jump down in such a way where I go directly into the portal so I don't get cucked by the bottom block again like I did earlier. Earlier when I was placing... I got cucked by that block. And I didn't want that to happen to me again. But it happened to me again. I ended up falling in front of the portal. I tried to land inside. I ended up falling outside. Took fall damage again. This time my hunger was already half. And okay, it didn't show, but keep in mind. I'll show you. So at this part, right when I entered the portal, my hunger actually went down by 1. I didn't show in here, but keep in mind I was still full health. Like, it only went down by 1 because I took another half heart of damage. So this next part, I know it's very annoying to watch, but I'll just explain it for you again. You have to dupe Glitch again. This time you gotta dupe one more time. You have to dupe a total of, instead of duping 3 times, for items to be duped 4. So instead of having to log out and force quit 3 times, you have to do it 4 times. Just because instead of having 4 items to start with, you only have... Actually, I forgot. How many... Okay, so yeah. So instead of... You don't need 13, you only need 16 pearls. And 16 of this. And 5 glass and whatever. So basically, you have to dupe... You have to dupe 4 times. But because you only start with 1 instead of 4... I have to dupe it extra time compared to earlier when I was duping. And that's super, super annoying. But I don't need the iron and the apple. I could have taken the apple. But I'm like, you know what? I'm full health. I'm not going to be running out of hunger. I'm not going to be slowing down anytime soon. Eating an apple would not benefit me, unlike the other speed runs. So I'm just going to keep my lead by not taking anything else from here. So instead of putting this in my inventory, I just put my cursor on it, pressed Q on my keyboard, dropped this immediately, and also pressed Q on. I memorized that it was on the 5th. Like when I was going to Portal, I was already memorizing. I memorized that the blaze rod was on my 5th key, and the glass is on my 8th key. So I press Q. Okay, I keep on messing up the web. Okay, I don't need to know it for now. I need to know it for later. Okay, but keep in mind, I just press Q and put my cursor here. Press Q and Q. Log out immediately. Grabbed everything. I can see it, but I'm pretty sure like the shaders are okay for me on my end, but like the way the YouTube compresses it and everything becomes similar color, just yeah, you won't. It will be really hard to see this part. But keep in mind, it went to my inventory. This time I actually learned how to save correctly replay mod. Go in my inventory again, and then drop. And I go in my inventory again, drop, grab. And then I think at this point I don't need to do any more glass. Oh yeah, blaze rod. So the blaze rod and the glass, you need 5 glass. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, you need 7 glass. My bad. And blaze rod, you need 8 because with 8, one blaze rod turns into into 2 blaze powder. So 8 gives you 16. So you end up getting the same amount. So a little bit time saved here by just with glass. Like even though you need 7 pieces, like I still need to get 8. So I duped the glass and the blaze rods 3 times, but the Ender Pearl has to be duped separately 1 more time, and that's what I did right here. Oh wait, no, this is still the 3rd dupe, my bad. And here's the 4th dupe. I dropped, you guys probably won't be able to see it. Yeah. But like, the Ender Pearl, I only dropped the Ender Pearl this time. I'm only duping the Ender Pearl. Grabbed it. Okay, this next part is super, I did it super fast. I want to show you guys how fast I actually did it. So the wood is at the 2nd hotbar, okay? Press E, open up my inventory, press 2 on it, immediately press it. It still goes back to 2, that's the only slot going, you know. My finger was still at 2, and right when it goes, shift clicked it inside my inventory, I pressed 2 again. I double clicked. The 2nd click was held, okay? And there's actually a glitch where if you do it this method, if your inventory is inside of the hotbar, the items go back onto your cursor and you get glitched, and this whole run is messed up. So I had to restart this run many times because I messed this up. After you drag, you have to actually drag until your cursor's over here, like past this inventory slot. And by the way, I'm making a crafting table. But yeah, it went back to 2. I pressed 2 when I exited out my inventory, so it's immediately in my hand. Placed it. You guys probably, I can see it. You guys won't be able to see it. Yeah, placed it, right clicked, and keep in mind like I said, I rehearsed this part super well. So I know, like I said, my blaze rod is 6. It's on 6, and the Ender Pearl is at 8. Okay. But the problem is only the blaze rod I can work with the keyboard. Yeah, but I keep on it's confusing. So this is the only one I'm able to use the keyboard on, because this part you actually have to do it indifferently. You see, you actually have to save 3 pearls. You need 13 of this. You actually have to save 3 for when you're ender pearling later. So when I press 6, this goes in here. Like, it clicks back, it goes back to 6. And this time I want it to be in a corner because later when I'm doing the glass, I drag it around. It's really fast when you drag it around, and once you get to here, you just left click and this goes out of the interior, the glass ends up here, and you can just drop it anywhere you want because you don't need a 3 blaze powder that's left over in the end. So yeah, it's very crucial that you make sure it ends up at this corner right here. So I press 6 on this corner, and this part, I left click on here, and I have to right click 3 times as fast as I could, and then just put it in anywhere you want. This part is not hard. It's not hard to get it to drop 3 times and then put it in here, but like it's just it's it's just a lot of steps you have to take, and it's easy to mess up. Right click, I mean shift left click, okay? See how I said the 3 blaze powders left? So now the next part is, it's called messing up. So the most effective way to do it was actually to the moment I go here, I was supposed to just, I'm trying to pause it the right moment. Yeah, the most effective way is to actually, come on. Okay, right after I shift left clicked it, I was supposed to put it here and immediately press 6. Because keep in mind, this takes up the blaze powder area. Because I don't have, because I don't have any blaze powder in my inventory anymore. It's only these 3 that's still left here. Like the way I rehearsed it was put here, 6, put here, press 1, and then just drag glass over. Of course, I always do, I panic at the last minute because why not? And I left click this. I still did it super fast, but like, I could have gone faster. This time I remembered to press 1. I didn't just left click everything, you know. I pressed 1 and this way in here, and now I just do everything else the way it's intended. Shift click. Now, for some reason, when you shift click something, we did not here, but here, okay, it goes here instead of here. And sometimes I just take the blaze powder, put it down first, and then press 1 and hold it. So put the blaze powder down first, and then my cursor will be free, and I would just press 1 on here, and it will go in here. But like in this run in particular, I just did that. It ended up I shift left click while the blaze powder is here. I put it down, and then I pressed 1 immediately while like having my cursor over this Eye of Ender. Exit out. Okay. The silverfish messed me over so much. Like, other than the nether, this part is actually super hard. I got pushed in lava by... This is why I go off to the side now. If I get hit by a silverfish, I get a long stat way. In the past, I would start on this block or this block, and I would go around like this. And since I'm standing here, and when the silverfish hits me, I just fall in the lava. And I know how there's more efficient ways to do it. You will stand here, and you will rotate. So I would be looking at this, and I would pressing like A and S, and it will rotate around, and immediately going. I never bother learning to do that. I'm pretty sure it's really easy to do, and much more efficient. I just never bothered. I'm so used to lighting portals this way, that this is just what I intend to do. I did it really fast, to say the least. I did it almost as fast as the efficient way where they rotate around. I'm a little bit way too far. I'm like 3.5 blocks away from here, so I wasn't able to reach this block. Yeah, there was a lag spike right here, just so you guys know. And the replay mod captured the lag spike. There was a so yeah, that's why I stopped right here for a second, and then yeah, and I'm like, you know what? I missed that one. It's fine. I'm just gonna run forward and pray to God I can hit it right when I'm inside of the portal, and that's what I did. Of course, the replay mod can't capture the portal lighting up because it lit up over me, and the replay mod just ends over there. The replay recorder just ends over there. Speak of lag spike, there's another part I want to talk about. It's me killing the ghast. Come on, where is it? Right here. See how it slowed down right here? So, in the actual recording, it's not this smooth. When I killed it, the particles actually caused a huge lag spike. Yeah, so it looked as if I was drifting or shift clicking clicking my shift key for no reason. But like as you can see, I immediately start sprinting again. This is because I didn't actually technically stop sprinting, but see how I was still sprinting? It's just a lag spike that caused me to end up like being stuck there on the ground for like a second. So yeah, the lag spike also happened here when I was making the portal. I don't know why it always happens when it's the essential stuff. So look. I don't know if you guys saw that, but that was a lag spike. Or not. The replay recording actually didn't capture it. Okay. Guess it's better than I thought. So yeah. Immediately have to... This next part is also frustrating. The end crystal is technically wider than one freaking block, okay? So if I immediately try and click on it, the block in front of me, a lot of times it doesn't even place. So what I learned is that the moment I enter the portal, before the world even loads, I'm already pressing S, so I'm backing off. So that I don't end up blocking my way of placing the end crystal. But I was also, like, I was pressing S, and the moment the world loads, I hold shift, because I don't want to fall off the obsidian platform. The 3x3 platform that it spawns me on. So yeah, I was finally able to get it placed correctly. I probably could have done it faster. I have bad reaction, to say the least. And, yeah. I didn't realize what the ender are... what do you call this? Ender pearls are. So it took me a while to figure out it's at 8. I pressed 8 on my hotbar. Could have done this way faster. I learned to pearl much higher. A lot of times I would pearl like a little bit lower, and would end up falling to the void to my demise. I learned to pearl pretty high. Let's see how fast I did it. Yeah, I could definitely speed. I could have definitely done it at a much speedier pace. Look at this. This is really slow. Yeah, that was super slow. I don't know, that's the same thing with loading a new world. Look at this. When you load a new world, the mobs go freaking crazy. Like, the ticks are completely messed up. Look at all this. And because I have 8 chunk render distance only, like, all of the Endermans spawn within 8 chunks of me. So all this time, keep in mind, this is normal difficulty. I have tried changing difficulties to hard and peaceful mode to help me in the nether to get the ghast and the blaze to spawn more efficiently. That is not worth it. You die immediately. But this is normal mode, and even in normal mode, look how fast these guys are spawning. And honestly, at this point, I was panicking. Because there are many times where, like, I accidentally pearl in front of the Enderman. And it messed up my sprint, it wasted pearl, and it wastes my time. And, and the fact that there's a wall of Enderman in front of me, it's just not good. Okay, and I stared at that Enderman, sure, for like 1 second. I don't know why it would get mad at me, but I was super lucky that I actually stared at that Enderman, because when it went hostile and got in front of me, it teleported. Wait, did it? Yeah, it teleported to the left. See that? It teleported here or something. It got out of the way. Yeah, it teleported to the left. I don't know if you guys can see in the particle. Yeah, it teleported. So there's no more Enderman in front of me. The Enderman that was blocking my way, that would have messed up my run because I would have to run over it, and it probably would have hit me, and which would have messed up my run. It teleported away, so it clears up my area. Of course, it's still going after me. I was running, and I pearled. Ta-da! And I'm like, oh my god. Boom. And it's at 213.33. Look at it, 3 threes. Pretty nice. And this video is made on June 8th, but like, I uploaded it like today, June 9th. So, this video and this HD video. So, that's why at the end screen, I just took the original run, which had like my Minecraft, like top part, and I just took that end screen and put it over it to showcase the end. Cause like I said, the replay actually ends the moment I hit the portal. The replay actually ends the moment I hit the portal, so I mean, it doesn't really show me going the portal, and the replay mount also doesn't show this end screen. So I had to like edit it out. I mean, I actually have to edit it in, and I just put a little happy birthday thing, because this whole thing was uploaded and made one day before my birthday, because tomorrow's actually my birthday, June 10th. Yay! I'm not gonna tell you guys how old I am, but like most of you guys know, I am still young. But anyways, yeah, I just wrote 2020. It's my ow. What the fuck? Just put the whole end screen here, and I stopped it when it says the Burnt Phoenix, just so everyone knows. And it's also great because that's exactly when the music freaking ends, which is nice. This is a really nice music. I got an idea from the Hackline creator Jigsaw, who freaking used this song on one of his hacking montages. So yeah, overall, this is probably the most difficult thing I've ever done in Minecraft. Granted, there are like faster runs that use different seeds and different methods, and but like in terms of this map particular and using this glitched playstyle method, this is, and not using pre-lit portals or like doing anything crazy, this is world record pace, because former world records are 2 minute and 38, 2 minute 31, and then, which is the most popular one, is the 2 minute 31, because it showcases the full recording. Mine shows the full recording too, in the part that comes after this. This whole thing is gonna be like a full video, and then there's 2 minute 22, there's 2 minute 20 something, and then like sub 2 minute 20 was a big thing, and then at first when I made this video, like I'm calling my video, even though mine's 2:15. There are people who said my video is actually longer than 2:15, like 2:16. So I didn't make it sub the sub 2 minute and a quarter mark. But in my opinion, it doesn't really matter. I'm pretty much there. And I haven't the only people there are like Joe Square, and I think there's also other people like Admiral Spyro or something. But yeah, there were people who were getting 205s, 204s, and that's by restarting a run like 50 times and like using save states. So whenever like they would get here and the gas doesn't show up, they would restart in Minecraft. No, they would log out, log back in, because they would I think they would force quit and come back in, because just like the way the Duke glitch works, where it takes you back in time a little bit, and you have many chances to have the blaze and the gas to spawn in optimal position. I did everything one run. So, like, in my opinion, if I do it the same way they could do it, of course I could just restart a run like 1,000 times at like the nether and at the end or whatever. And that, in my opinion, that doesn't mean anything because like, you know, anyone could freaking do a perfect speed run if they get second chances. So yeah, there's like 1 minute and 55, 58, and I'm like 2 minute 04, 2 minute 5. I don't, they're, I don't buy it that they're better than me, because the fact that I did everything in one run, and in terms of that, I hold the world record. So yeah, um, of course, people arguing that like, oh, your video, because it's your replay mod, it's not accurate, and there's some parts that's cut off because of replay errors where it doesn't load immediately and stuff, and the portal. I'm like, sure, but like, still, like the person after me is like 2 minute 22 seconds. You're not gonna argue that I cut off 7 seconds from not like 9 seconds from my run. You're gonna argue that I cut off 9-10 seconds from my run? No, I didn't. So yeah, this is the reason I did this run is because like I've played Minecraft. Here's what I found. Fuck you, Siri. Yeah, I played Minecraft for like so long. I've been playing it since I was like 12, like barely 12, and it's just been a great memory for me. And honestly, these 8 years, it's been really nice to, you know, I've never actually beaten Minecraft before. My whole life, believe it or not, I've never actually, like, I'm pretty sure I could kill the Ender Dragon, beat the Wither boss, go through portals, everything, but I've never been arsed to actually do it. And the fact that I do it first time, like a day or 2 days before my birthday, and upload this video a day before my birthday, it's just really rewarding, you know. I mean, these times where the quarantine, you know, it's hard times, and Minecraft definitely does bring back a lot of memories. So yeah, I'm pretty proud of myself for actually pulling all this crap out. That sounded wrong. Pulling all this crap off. It's really nice to actually complete a run like this and get world record. I've been a huge Minecraft fan, been to every Minecon, you know, and I'm sad the Minecraft Festival got canceled, but yeah, I'm glad they're bringing it back in 2021, I think. So yeah, honestly, I'm really happy about how everything's going out. This video I'm gonna upload it today, or at least try to, so that like I have everything, both the HD video and this explanation plus the full recording, upload it on the same day. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. This has been an awesome hour and 3 minutes with you guys. Surprisingly, the recording isn't that large. It's only 745 megabytes, which is nice. But yeah, see you guys soon. See ya. I'll probably make a Smash Bros video today or tomorrow.